Hey y'all, if you're watching this video, it is 2016 and I want to wish you a very happy new year. As promised, I want to talk to you guys about a social media sabbatical experiment that I did last year, just a few days ago, and I got such great results from it. I wanted to talk to you all about my experience and just kind of encourage those of us who are so engrossed in the social media world, which who isn't these days, to take a break. It's going to be difficult, but if I can do it, you can do it. So if you want to see how, please stay tuned and watch today's video. Alright, you guys, so I had actually been thinking about going on a social media sabbatical fast break for quite some time, and then in the middle of November I actually ended up having to have surgery on my back. It was a minor procedure, but still took me quite a long time to recover. And as you know, if you've ever had surgery before, when you wake up you're just like really tired and lethargic and just like feeling like all you want to do is relax. So when I woke up, that was pretty much how I felt, and I immediately felt like I didn't want anything to be taking any of my energy. Whatever little energy I had, I wanted to conserve it and focus on my healing and resting. And so I know for some of you, you might be like, really, it takes a lot of energy to use social media. Well, obviously not an extreme amount, because all you're basically doing is picking up your phone and scrolling through and so no, not a lot of energy. However, the way that I look at it is, whether you're someone like me where you do social media for a living and so it requires you to constantly check in and update and research, or you're someone that just loves social media just because you like to be social and you like to connect with people, anytime you give your attention to something, you're giving it energy. And what really prompted me and had me praying about taking time away is that I started to feel like I was living a distracted life. Like any free time I had, I'm looking at the phone. I'm at the stoplight looking at the phone. I'm in the bathroom looking at the phone. When I wake up in the morning before I go to bed tonight, before I would go to bed tonight, it was like every free moment that I had, almost, I'm on the phone. And I just really started feeling like my attention was always averted. It was affecting my relationship with my kids. And not only that, I mean, there's no secret that when you're on social media and you're looking at all these pictures, you have a tendency to compare yourself to other people. You have a tendency to be more attentive to what's going on in other people's lives. It can also be very time consuming for those of us that do this for a living, because you got to stage photos, you have to make sure you remember everything, whether it's a sponsored post or even if it's just something that you want to put out there, you want to brand it, you want to make sure it looks the right way. And it just got to be so consuming mentally. And I just felt like I didn't want to be attached to it anymore. Like, like feeling like I couldn't live without it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that anytime you start to feel that way about anything, then you need to take a step back and just kind of reevaluate. Just my personal opinion. And so I just really started praying about it in advance, because for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a work from home mom, and when I came home 11 years ago, my reason for being here was so that I could be attentive to my husband and to my children, and it had gotten to the point where my business, social media, my responsibilities, it was making my priorities kind of become out of whack. And so I'm so grateful that I took the time where I took several days off, and even since then, during the day, I try to really limit my time. I no longer get up in the morning and the first thing I look at is social media. I don't do that anymore. I don't look at it at night anymore before I go to bed. On a really good day, I might even leave my phone in another room so that it's not the first thing I reach for in the morning. I actually use my Fitbit now so that I can see the time, and that's what wakes me up in the morning. But my time away was such a wonderful experience. I often pray for God to show me myself, and God really did show me myself, and I felt convicted. You know, when we think about idols, a lot of times we think of it as being a statue or this or that. But, you know, anything can be an idol. It could be food. It could be social media. It could be, you know, wanting the attention, recognition, and validation from others. I don't know what your story is, but I'm so grateful for the time that I had to spend in prayer, for the time that I had in study, and for how it just helped me to reconnect with God and get my priorities back in order. I started journaling. I really started having more of those moments where I really looked into my children's eyes and I really listened to them without being, you know, and even giving much more attention to my husband. It just really changed all of my relationships for the better. So if you can, you know, take a weekend off, you know, challenge yourself 24 hours, you know, I'm going 9 to 5, whatever works for you. But I just wanted to tell you guys about my experience, and I'm definitely encouraging anyone else that's highly engaged in social media to take some time away, because life is so precious, and you know, time is all we have. You know, once it's gone, you can't get it back. So I just found that it helped me to live a more attentive and intentional life. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that no one was offended by what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people love social media. Obviously, it is a field that I'm still in for right now. But, you know, just something to think about. Distracted living, where you're giving your attention and energy to. And I'll see you guys soon. If there are more things that you guys want to talk about of a spiritual or lifestyle nature, I'm totally open to comments and discussing with you guys. So leave your questions and concerns below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be well.